We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson able to get this to Gordon. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. Because sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ross Blacklock. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep, Golden Tate. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And 5 at the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The ball carrier.
He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain there of 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Oh, yeah!
That's all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 79 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Broncos 6, Texans nothing.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Houston.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to let one flip. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Texans.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 50, check 50. Alert, alert, alert.
Now Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This is the tight end Fant. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
39-yard line.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Run fast, run fast.
On first down, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 32 that time.
First down.
Watson on first down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 10-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
play action. It's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McManus's point after is good, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? And the Broncos get there and take him down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete.
Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half, and the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Houston.
And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for the Texans.
3 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
47's the mark. 47's the mark. Let's go, D.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick throw completed by Watson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4th down territory or not, because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Here comes Nelson. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Check 0, 0, 0. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Down, Houston.
On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 14.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Caught left side by Cobb. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson off play action. And that is incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? they've got a shot.
16.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So that'll back them up 5. Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and goal at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. A quick throw here out to Cobb. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So a big spot forthcoming for the kicker, Blair Walsh. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Wilson to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Goes 1st down.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 23, Texans 20. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Broncos, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.